I'll wait.
Here we go.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? This is our whatever number edition of the Locker Room. Whatever number edition of the Locker Room. We here. Come on in, share, have some watch parties. Come on in. It's little like 7:30 Sunday evening. Just want to come and give y'all some entertainment. I know y'all can be watching something else. Maybe some basketball's on. No more football. Maybe some basketball's on. You be watching it, but if not that, come on in with us. Let us know who's watching so we can say what's up to you. And we can say hi to you. Whatever's going on, come on the Locker Room. But we got a normal panel with us. We're gonna be talking about a topic. We'll get to that topic in a minute. But we got a normal panel with us. We're gonna give them a shout out, tell them to say what's up. What's going on, John? How you doing, brother?
What's going on, Pastor? I'm good over here, brother.
Good. What's up, JJ? How you, man?
What's the deal? What's going on? Welcome back. We all here. You know what I mean? We about to have some good entertainment for y'all.
Absolutely. What's going on, Daedric?
What's going on, everyone?
Chilling. Noob, how you?
What's good?
Good. We in the building, y'all. We in the building. Again, where men talk. Amen. Just because we say where men talk doesn't mean that women can't chime in. Doesn't mean we can't, we won't take y'all answers and even comment on it. You know how we do. The conversation is going to deviate all over the place. This is how we do. It's going to deviate. We're going to jump. We're going to make some jokes. We're going to crack on some stuff. We're going to crack on some stuff inside the chat. And we got our own personal chat that if we laughing because it's something that y'all don't know about. Because they already typed it over here. They already typed it. They already typed it in the private chat. So if you see some chuckles, but you don't know what's funny, just know, and then these chuckles, y'all, go back 20 plus years. So, it go back a long time. So, nonetheless, y'all might be saying, hey, what y'all talking about tonight? We went from Black Men in America. We went from LeBron and Mike. We went from fatherhood, emotional sitcoms. Today, we are talking about our three favorite actors. Yep, our three favorite actors. Now, favorite don't mean of all time, just maybe the three that I just like to watch. Right, and they may not be my favorite. I may have some more, but I don't want to mention them. They could be film, they can be TV. I'll throw one out there for y'all. Somebody out there more like anybody got a theater person. You know what I mean? They got a theater person. So again, whatever genre it is, come on in. Talk to us, Facebook, YouTube. We're gonna get this party going. So we're not holding y'all all night. So we're gonna go in the snake order, and we just gonna do it. So we're gonna chime in. Then every now and again, fellas, y'all can throw in your honorable mentions. You know what I mean? We throw in your honorable mentions, and let's comment on what everybody's talking about. So we're gonna go in snake order. We already got our order. So Giles, it's on you. Give us your that your favorite actor. Again, no specific order, just who you want to talk about first round.
Yeah, no specific order. My first person is Jack Nicholson.
Okay.
How could you not give it up for him? The Departed, A Few Good Men, especially The Shining.
Took it back.
Yeah.
The Shining is a classic.
Yeah, it's a
Classic.
Red rum. Sure.
Red rum. Two-time Oscar winner. Nominated 12 times.
Got you. For me, he's not on my list, but when you just said him, it definitely. I'm like, I forgot about Jack Nicholson. I forgot about Jack Nicholson. Who's a better Joker?
Right. Who's a better Joker?
That's tough.
Well,
both of them did their thing. Both of them did their thing. What'd you say?
I would say Heath Ledger, but depending on the times.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say Heath Ledger.
Okay. I don't know if y'all saw the new Joker on Joaquin Phoenix.
No, I didn't see
on my list.
Yo,
I didn't see that.
Yo, he killed it. He destroyed the Joker. He destroyed the Joker. But nonetheless, Jack Nicholson's a good one. He's definitely a good one. Okay. That's Giles' top. Top, but it's his first one. What other movies he did? But you mentioned The Departed. Yep. He killed it in The Departed. Yep. Even when you go to comedies that he's in, like with comedies with Adam Sandler or something, he's always killing it.
Yeah.
I don't know what movie that was, but he's always killing it. Okay, that's a good one. Anybody say I can see him up there?
I can't.
Yeah, I mean, I
can't
didn't
argue
have
with
him on
that.
my list, but yeah, that's a good pick. That's a very good pick.
And you know, like that's definitely a good pick. It wasn't on my list, but I can't argue that. Like he has some good classic movies under his belt, and I mean, I can even go with the take it back. Y'all probably don't even remember this. Remember he played in the HBO movie. What was it? It was the Wolf joint. What was that joint? That was a good movie.
Wolf, I think, right?
I think was it called Wolf? Yeah, I think it was called Wolf.
I think it was called.
That joint was banging. I don't care. Like that joint was banging.
Yeah.
Made for HBO movie. That joint was good back in the day. So,
John, I know which is cool. Do you know offhand what Oscars he got? I can't think offhand. I know you mentioned just now. You said 2 Oscars. I can't think of a movie he won an Oscar.
I don't know offhand.
I think one that flew over the cuckoo's nest is one.
I was about to say, yeah, I think that was one.
I don't know any
Probably a few good men.
Maybe a few good men. So as we move on, I love Jack Nicholson. As we move on, fellas, are y'all really? Does the Oscars make a difference? Does the Emmys make a difference? Does that make a difference? Okay,
Not for me.
not for you.
It's
Okay.
supposed to be like our favorites, right? So
No. I'm talking about. Not for who you pick. I'm just talking about in general. Like, just like, do you think the Oscars are fair? Do you think their Emmys are fair? Okay.
No.
All right. So people who winning, they should be winning, maybe winning, but there's some people who should be winning that haven't won yet.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And this is no disrespect for those that won, but I feel like the Oscars, whoever is in charge of that, in that academy, it's not for me, honestly, because some of the people who do win, and like I said, no disrespect, sometimes it's for movies that I've never even heard of before. And not saying that that's not respectable, but it's not for me personally. So for me, like awards doesn't necessarily mean it doesn't make a break to me.
Yeah, and again, we can bring some personal not arguments because people may think that we argue but we don't be arguing. So I'll say argument, but I'll say discussion. One time when me and Mike was talking, our wife was like, "Yo, y'all about to fight?" Like, nah, this is what we do. This is what we do. So to a few times, JJ, me and you talked about it. Is it performance the actor's talking about, or is it the movie? So. Like you was like Creed. There's no way I think Creed should be an Oscar-nominated movie like that. To me, there's no way. So are they rating the performance or the movie? So it's so best actor, right? Best actor. Halle Berry got it for Monster Ball. Monster Ball was a horrible movie, but her performance was incredible.
Yeah, and it goes down to like it's being subjective. Honestly, like it's being subjective because, like you said, Monster Ball, in my opinion, it wasn't a movie that I want to watch 10 times over. I seen it, and I will say to this credit, like when I saw it originally, and I forgot how old I was, I didn't quite understand. I saw it again years later, and I understood it a whole lot better. I will say that much. Now, is it a movie that I want to see over and over again? Probably not. But I think like where you are in your life, that all plays a part in it, like your maturity levels and all that type of stuff. So I mean,
but the Halle Berry gave a good performance.
She did give a good performance.
I mean, she won the award for it.
Yeah.
I don't think the movie was ever nominated for Best Picture.
No, it wasn't. But what I'm saying to JJ's point, like the movie's not my pick, but how about the performance of the individual? Even if you don't pick the movie, look at
that's true. Yeah,
person. You know what I mean?
That's definitely a situation. Yeah.
But okay, cool. Just wanted to throw that out there. We'll talk more about that about Oscars. Me and Mike had a long conversation. I never feel like if you and Mike may not remember this, we had a long, like we was at the park in Piscataway, and we had a long conversation. I think like you should have a couple movies under your belt before you can get nominated for an Oscar. I just don't think, I don't care how good your first performance was. If you don't got like 5 movies already out, you shouldn't be nominated.
Yeah, but see, that's just like saying in sports, like if you had a great season as a rookie, right? Like you look at like Derrick Rose or something like that. Like he was really, really good and won the MVP. What, like his actual like second season or something like that? But he had a really good season because they're going to be different. But I'm just saying in sports, you did what you did. Now, if you don't replicate it, you don't replicate it. But like you can't take away somebody's accomplishment. That's how I say it. Like if I scored 100 points in my first game, I scored 100 points. Yo, give me my props. Don't say, well, you ain't had too many games under your belt. Like give me my props while I did my thing.
I hear you. Mike, remember that conversation we had?
I remember. I remember. Well, I stand by it too.
I hear you. I ain't mad at you. I think
my points is like the same as JJ's. Like what you did. Like I'm not asking for credit for my track record. I'm asking for credit for what I just did.
Yeah.
So,
Worry about what I did in the past. What did I do right now? Give me credit for that.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily need to be cumulative. Like it could be, like you said, like right now. So you can't just take a body of work and then decide, well, all right, let's give it to you for now because you had that. Like, no, it's not cumulative. It's just it's the now.
Yeah.
And if I did my thing in the now,
go ahead.
No, I'm just saying if I did my thing in the now, give my props.
Yeah, that's why I think some people get nominated that shouldn't get nominated. It's because they got on the list. And now once they get on the list, they kind of stay on that list, even though their work isn't that great. It's kind of like I see the same thing like with the Pro Bowl in sports. Like how do people keep getting in the Pro Bowl? They didn't have a good season. Like it's like once you get in that little club, now you're in. So it's like no, you didn't have a good season. You shouldn't get in. So that's like that same thought. It's like it's like you get in now that you get now you get nominated for stuff you probably shouldn't have been nominated for. But the one you should have got nominated for, you didn't.
Mm-hmm. I hear you.
So Marlon, you didn't think Jennifer Hudson deserved the award?
I think that was the basis of our conversation. She was the basis of our conversation. Me and No, I do not think that she deserved that award. I do not. I don't think Monique deserved no award. No, I don't know because I feel like it's such a prized possession, and you're in the upper echelon of actors forever. And what has Monique done since? Like, come on, like. So I just feel like she's going to go down as getting an award for nominated for the best supporting actress, and Jennifer Hudson as well. I just don't feel and Precious and Dreamgirls like they're not.
Well, let me ask a question. Do you think Jamie Foxx deserved his award?
He did. Now for different reasons. I feel like he deserves his award, but Jamie Foxx was already in movies before. Right?
But okay, to your point. But let me ask the question. So I'm glad you said that. But every movie he did after that wasn't really that great.
No, he wasn't, and that's fine. But has Monique even done movies? Forget about done great. Has she even done movies? Has Jennifer Hudson?
I mean, she has done some, but nothing. Nothing steady work. Nothing steady work.
No, straight to DVD maybe or HBO special.
She did that one. What's that movie with It was like a Christmas movie. She did
with like all those black actors and so this Christmas maybe this Christmas.
Something like that.
No, you're right because there was another one, but you're right with DC Young Fly, right?
Maybe I think so. I forget. But yeah.
So no, but Jamie Foxx, I think he deserves it because he fits my opinion on getting the movie. But is it easy for a comedian to impersonate somebody? So that's why should he got it? Because is it easy for a comedian to impersonate? I don't know. So I get it, but that's why we're here. We talking. Deja, who you got? Who on your list?
Well, I don't have no particular order. I think the same thing Gerald said, but I got to throw Tom Hanks out there.
Okay.
So I mean, he's shown very good versatility. From one of my favorite classics, and people would probably instantly think Forrest Gump, but The Money Pit was just like
makes sense.
That joint was dope to me. He did his thing. What was that? The one he did basically the whole movie himself, Castaway.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, the list goes on and on for Tom Hanks. I don't know how many Oscars or anything he's won, but the man has shown great versatility. I've seen a great amount of his work. I haven't seen everything of his, but I've seen a great amount of his work that I gotta put him up there on that list.
Good. I like that. I like Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Real good. That's a real good pick. People would say arguably him, Dustin Hoffman. Not Dustin Hoffman. What's the other one that played in Heat with Al Pacino?
De Niro.
Yeah, that Heat was a good movie. Yeah.
De Niro, Al Pacino. They will say that Marlon Brando. Tom Hanks is up there, best actor of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Some people say that. What else was he in? You got Castaway that you already said. Forrest Gump, of course. Everybody know Forrest Gump and what he did with that.
He did a good job in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Philadelphia, he did a good job in.
Yeah.
Saving Private Ryan.
David Pryor Ryan.
Yeah. Philadelphia was a good movie, and the fact that he could, I think that was one of the first movies I noticed where people like actually lost weight because of movies and gained weight because of movies. Like back then, I was like, wow, he lost a lot of weight. Then my mom was like, yeah, because he lost the front row. I'm like, people really do that. People really do that. And he's like, yeah, you act, you got to really commit. So yeah, he's definitely a great actor. Cool. No, who you got?
So I'm glad you said what you said before about not being your favorite actors, because I didn't pick the no-brainers.
Got you.
I didn't pick people like, I ain't gonna say the names, but y'all know who the no-brainers are.
Yeah.
I picked people that I just like watching, over time. Not necessarily, they might not necessarily be the best actors, the best that ever done it, but definitely good ones. So I say that to say my first one, because I thought when we did this, we were basing it pretty much like not on a body of work, but on we were basing like on that actor in that particular film or whatever.
Yeah.
So my first one is going to be Bryan Cranston.
Nice.
Yo,
I like
you took the one actor that I said nobody's gonna choose. I was thinking nobody's gonna choose him, and that was wow, good pick.
Yeah, Bryan Cranston, man, he's a beast, man. He is a beast, and I love the man's work. Now, like I definitely went on, to look up certain people's, discography and all that stuff. But some of y'all, I don't even know if y'all remember, he was in King of Queens.
Nah,
he was a next door neighbor.
Oh yeah.
I didn't watch King of Queens.
What was it called? Not the Shaskys, whatever. I don't remember. But he was one of the next door neighbors. Like he started, like he's been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until I think Breaking Bad where he really finally got that recognition.
He killed that.
And then of course,
Breaking Bad.
Now, he's doing his thing in Your Honor. But I'm basing it off of Breaking Bad, man. Just that Walter White.
Yeah.
Just the depth, man. Like how you go from being a teacher and like to like doing to dealing
top
with
of the drug game
for real. Like, so many levels, like to show him like at home with his family, then to show his the other side, when he's dealing with Jesse, and then the other side when it's just like, man, there's so many levels like he brings to like his acting. It's amazing, man. That guy's he's great to me, man. He's a great actor to watch.
Wow. Yo, he took my what I thought would be sleeper pick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Remember when I was talking? He wasn't on there, but remember I said I got two that's kind of obvious, but I got one that none of y'all gonna pick. That was it.
Man.
He's nice. If you've never seen it, Mike, check out Trumbo. He kills this movie. Trumbo. He kills that movie. But you're right. I like Bryan Cranston. I like like Mike. Like no, I'm the same way. I felt like yo, he's killing Walter White. Like killing it. Y'all never seen Breaking Bad yet, huh? No, JJ has.
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't.
And y'all know he's in Malcolm in the Middle too, right?
Nah, I didn't see that.
I do know that.
He was in a lot of stuff on the low.
I did see Malcolm in the Middle. Him in it. He's the father, right?
Yeah, he was the father.
What did he say? He was on. Yeah, I just saw it.
And that show was on for a while too. Malcolm in the Middle was on for a minute.
Yeah. And that's that.
How?
Yeah, your father. Yep. He the father. So, yeah, and like you said, in Breaking Bad, yo, he really killed it. Like you said, just the different dimensions of the characters that he had to deal with. He killed it. And if those that are on for Your Honor, I don't know if JD watched. I know the rest of the forums watch. I'm not sure if everybody's seen the finale, but I seen the finale today. Of course, with Keena and Madison in the hospital last week, I couldn't watch it. I watched it today when she got home. I give it a middle. Thumbs up. The finale.
Still predictable.
Yeah,
I kind of thought it was coming at the end. I'm like, oh, I know it's about to happen.
Yeah.
But the series itself was good.
I predicted it like 35 minutes before.
Yeah, clearly,
35 minutes beforehand.
You could see what's going to happen.
Yeah,
but from an acting perspective,
yeah.
From an acting perspective, he's a beast. Like just him on being the judge and stuff. Like even the dimensions, even what he's dealing with there, it's just like, yo, this guy, man.
Yeah. So, but JJ, it's a good show. It's a good show. Check it out.
Yeah, it's only 10 episodes.
Right?
Yeah,
Your Honor. It's only 10 episodes.
So, but that's it. It's not like a season 2 or nothing like that. It's a limited series.
Man, y'all got like all the streaming platforms, man. I got to be like y'all one day.
This guy.
I'm sure. I'm sure you got it. I'm sure you could get Showtime.
Wait, no, I don't have Showtime.
No, I'm saying, I'm sure you get it on something. I mean, there's something you can, you got it on.
But it's on Prime too.
See,
Mike, didn't Noble say he saw it on Prime?
Well, I got it on Prime because we got the Showtime through Prime.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So that's probably
but you can get Showtime through Prime, JJ.
I got it for like that
Prime.
thing. It was like $12 for the year, for the first year at least.
Got you. Well,
gotcha.
Okay. All right. So far we got Jack Nicholson. So far we got Tom Hanks. So far we got Cranston. Who you got? Yo, is it just me? Do Bryan Cranston look like Phil Hartman?
Yeah, a little bit.
I just want to throw that out there. JJ, who you got?
So once again, like preface this with this is no particular order, and to steal a line from D is like this is my opinion of who I came up with, and like I told y'all in the pre-show, like I found out that I don't have, like I said, like I don't have favorites per se, but when I thought about it, I said these are the people that I will probably go with if I claim favorites. So without further ado, I'm gonna say Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah.
So double thumbs down. Okay. Okay, double thumbs down. Can I explain?
I'm like in the middle on that.
My bad.
I'm saying you take a look at. I'm gonna just name a few things. You got Boys in the Hood, Furious Styles, and I'm sure we've all. Well, I don't know if Gerald's seen it. I'm not even sure. I don't know, but definitely seen Boys in the Hood, Furious Styles. He played the strong black father in that joint, and I think for a time when when it first came out, we were seeing it. We were seeing something different in in the movies at that time, like especially seeing it like on the West Coast, on the West. Saying being in California, we seeing like how things are in California, and we were seeing it's a different side that we weren't really seeing too much in movies at that point in time. So Furious Styles, that was I don't want to say iconic, was strong, but he definitely played a memorable character in that movie. Whether you want to talk about it in a real sense or even in a comical sense, like everybody references something from that movie and even his character. Then you look at The Matrix. He was in The Matrix joints. Now that's you never seen it?
Never saw it.
Okay. So like you said, that's a podcast for later. We can talk about that one, about these movies we never seen. But
that's all you need to know.
Iconic franchise. Oh yeah, clearly. Red or blue pill.
Yep.
But iconic movie, and he played an intricate part of that movie. Morpheus. You take it to the TV side, Blackish. I think for him to, kind of reinvent his career in that sense of, joining a TV show that's been on now for like 7 or 8 years, and he's doing his thing. That's a big thing. I think I was a big fan of Higher Learning. He played the professor in Higher Learning. I liked his role in Higher Learning, and even probably his most iconic role and most iconic movie of the list is What's Love Got to Do with It, playing the iconic role of Ike Turner. That's a movie and a role that people still talk about to this day. To this day, everybody talk about that joint. And him, it's so funny because at this point he's more Ike Turner than Ike Turner. If you want to be real about it, he's more Ike Turner than Ike Turner. So I went with Lawrence Fishburne.
Okay, on your presentation, just by the name, I gave you 2 thumbs down. but by your presentation, I take away 1 thumb though.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
I'll take away 1 thumb. You definitely did a great job with that, man. You definitely did.
You persuaded him.
You persuaded me about, with Furious Styles. I'm like, yo, you're right. That was that first in the movie. I remember, and he killed it, and taking a gun from Trey, like, where you going, and you ain't going nowhere. And then you jump away to your last movie where Ike Turner, like, you know what?
I mean, you still range when you go from that to like the Matrix.
That's true.
That's range. To go from hood stuff to Matrix, that's a big range right there.
And real quick, I think Will Smith said this when he was talking about how he chose roles. Right? He said that like when he thought about a game plan and choosing roles, he's like, you got to do this type of role, you got to do this type of role, and he mentioned sci-fi, right? And so he was like, sci-fi was like something in order to be that top level actor and be nominated for these awards. I remember him saying like he chose sci-fi and Independence Day and all that type of stuff. You look at Men in Black, he was on that kick of doing that sci-fi stuff. And then you look at like Lawrence Fishburne, although in the game longer than Will Smith, but he ended up going that sci-fi route with Matrix, and you see where it took his career from doing the Matrix. So I think there's something into that whole equation of trying to figure out your career, and him doing the sci-fi movie really catapulted his career even more than it had been at that point in time. So
I like that. I like it. A lot of movies he was in, as you were saying, I think I was more drawn to the movie than I was drawn to him. I guess that's why I never really looked at him as a great actor. Him and Samuel L. Jackson, I just that they look to two of them always seem to me like they're gonna just jump on a project for some dough. You know what I mean? Just trying to get a lot of work, like just never really investing in the character.
Well, Samuel Jackson's he's like known as like being in the most movies of all time or whatever. But yeah, you can say that, and I can hear you. But at the same time, like when people are like, because I'm sure at this point, Samuel, like just using him as an example, Samuel Jackson's probably not auditioning for roles, right? Yeah. Like they paid him in. So like you're saying, jumping on it for dough, but somebody's coming to him to be like, hey, listen, we want you in this movie because you're going to bring eyes to the movie. You know what I mean? Your name value alone. So you can say it's the money, but at the same time, these movie producers and directors, they want him or this said person because they bring a certain type of audience there or a certain type of attention that's Samuel Jackson's in this, Lawrence Fishburne's in this, you know what I mean? So to Lawrence Fishburne's credit, he may not have been the focal point of certain movies like Higher Learning. He wasn't the focal point, but that role he played as a professor, he did his thing in that, you know what I mean? He did his thing. Then he had a headliner role in Hoodlum. I didn't even mention that, like Hoodlum and stuff like that. So he's had a really good career thus far. You know what I mean? So Lawrence Fishburne. So can I get half a thumb? No,
still one.
So one down. Okay, all right.
I got you, man.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
We got a comment. Mike Dorson. I'm saying it right, Adrian. Michael Dorson. I'm saying his right name, last name right.
Yeah, Dorson. Yeah.
Sam Jack. I know my. Yeah. He said Sam Jack is naturally gifted.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, man. It take a lot of talent to do what he did and coming to America. I'm just trying to tell you.
Yeah, it did.
Kill Bills. I like Kill Bills.
Kill Bill was dope.
What's the other one? No, the first one before.
You talking about Pulp Fiction?
Oh, my bad, Pulp Fiction. Yeah, I like Pulp Fiction. With John Travolta. I like that.
Whoa. Let's not talk too much about it since he wasn't the actual person. So somebody might have that. You want to say that. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, clearly. Who isn't to say that wasn't going to say him?
That's true. You're right. But I like anybody else on Lawrence Fishburne. Anybody else got any opinions about him? Or y'all good?
Nah.
Right. I appreciate that. I respect that. For my, again, no order. Maybe my last one might be my favorite actor of all time, but the first two would just be any people I love to watch. Hopefully, I'm saying this gentleman's name right. Mahershala Ali.
Good choice.
Was he in the Green Book?
Yeah, the Green Book.
Okay, I know you're talking about.
Moonlight.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, Moonlight. A little bit on I really started watching him on the joint with Kevin Spacey.
Yeah,
Netflix.
House of Cards.
House of Cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, he killed it. He killed it in House of Cards.
That's
what made me a fan.
Yeah, I really started looking at who is this dude? Like who is this dude?
Remy was his name. I think.
Yeah. There you go.
He remind me so much of old boy that played Will Smith's father in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Ben Vereen.
Yeah. He remind me so much of Ben Vereen, the way he looked.
Oh, you're right. His face. You do. He played in something else that I forgot he was in, which is one of my favorite movies of all time, Benjamin Button. I don't know if y'all got it. But he played in Benjamin Button. So just his range, True Detective, Moonlight. Also, again, like I said, but Moonlight though is a great movie that he was in. He was the father in Moonlight because Moonlight is the dude from what's the name? And I didn't like the kid in Wu-Tang, but I like him in everything else.
You talking about a guy that played RZA?
RZA, yeah, I like him in everything else. I don't like him in Wu-Tang. I don't like him.
I don't like him. I don't like him for RZA.
Okay.
I like him for that character.
Yeah. Because I just started watching. Well, not just. I finished Wu-Tang about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
I like him as an actor. I like him in Wu-Tang. I just don't like him as RZA.
As RZA, gotcha.
Because me knowing RZA a little bit, it's kind of like it was hard for me to like RZA don't have a deep voice like that, and certain things like just throwing me off.
Got you.
Yeah, I know what you mean. He's a good actor. I kind of like. I like him as an actor.
Yeah, I like him too. But my first pick, I want to throw in there. Hopefully that was. I mean, even though you guys know Mr. Ali, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't giving like no set. Everybody was like a no-brainer. Everybody was a no-brainer, and just always looking out for what he did. If I'm not mistaken, I think he won an Oscar for the Green Book. If I'm not mistaken. So again, just trying to stay out there, in the octave. So again, if y'all see us laughing, it's just something that we got something going on in here.
Multitasking.
Anybody seen the Green Book?
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah. How you gonna say?
I started it, but I never finished it.
Yeah. How you gonna say you good though? Like that's like.
Because you asked me a question, I gave you an answer. Like I'm good.
But you added more to it. You didn't just say no. You said no. I'm good.
I think no is a little bit more like no. Like I'm good. I'm good.
Good. Okay. So you don't even think you're gonna see it.
Right. I'm good. I'm gonna watch it.
Probably not.
So let me tell you something that I tend to say before we go to round 2. I got a difference between entertainment and art, right? So even movies is like that. So it seemed like Jay that you only like art, like entertainment. You like blow them up, crash.
I do. But there's certain things that's not gonna relate to me, and I'm like, nah, like I don't watch everything like that. I don't
like movies.
I do.
Non-stop blowing up.
Entertainment.
He admitting it.
Listen, I do. Everything artsy fartsy. I'm not with that. Like I'm not with that. Everything is interpretation. Is like, nah, I'm good, man. I'm good. That ain't for me.
Gotta figure out what's going on.
I don't like well, first of all, I don't like my intelligence insulted. That's number one. Yeah. And I do like intelligent movies, right? So and I know this is a little off kilter because when for Halloween, right? The family dressed up, y'all dressed up as the Us characters, right?
Yeah.
I just saw that movie. I finished it this morning.
Okay.
Right. So this is a quick little thing. I like that movie because it did make you think. Like it's like, yo, like that was a really good introspective movie. You know what I mean? It wasn't just horror. Like it was really deep. And the twist at the end, I was like, yo, that's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? So I do like movies like that. It's just certain things like I'm not gonna go rush and go see that. I'm like, nah, that's really not my thing. Now I'm not saying I won't see them at all. Like if I come around to it, maybe I'm watching if the Mrs. is watching or something like that, I might check it out, but it's not like, oh, I gotta go see that. No, I'm good.
Okay, I'm just saying, and I'm not even saying the Green Book was art. I'm just saying, but if you ever want to watch it, and I know we don't really do this that much, we got Prime and all the other good stuff, but I got the DVD if you want to watch
it. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, you got the DVD you let me borrow 24?
Oh, yes.
That's crazy.
Crazy. Okay, we snaking that thing. So it's on me again. So I'm right here with my sheet. I'm tossed up, but I think I'm gonna give you 2, but one is really my honorable mention because I gotta mention her, right?
But how can you do that if you don't know what somebody else might say?
That's true.
So your honorable mentions gotta wait.
Gotta say, okay, you're right. Let me say, all right. So that's my honorable mention. I'm gonna say my honorable mention, and I'm gonna shut it down with my second one with Felicia Rashad. I'm gonna go.
I respect that.
I'm gonna go Felicia. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
That's on the Fishburne. That's on the Fishburne tale for me.
I mean, no, okay. State your reasons.
Okay, so I know.
Yeah. Oh, I want to hear this. Don't mention the Tyler Perry movies.
No.
Oh boy.
Now listen, but what I'm saying, I haven't really watched them movies, but my mom was watching what they hear, and I like crept in the room.
Nah, you was watching it. You was watching it.
Let me give you Mike. I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it. But now we all gotta say, like, she is probably the most beloved, stern TV mom, right? Like
Right.
down, right there.
Yeah.
On one show.
No, on TV, period. Like what?
She's on one show as a mom.
No, I'm saying, but
that one show, yeah, I agree.
that one show, no other mom on TV can even touch her. Like whatever,
Right.
can touch her, right? So that's a real, and then not just because she was because of what she did, like just her energy, her sturdiness, her comedy, her being next to Bill Cosby, the biggest star of that time, right, and held her own. Like yo, you see her. So that reason right there. Secondly, any movie she's in, you forget the movie is that bad, and her performance is like, yo, she is still killing this. Like she is still killing. Like the movie's horrible. You see
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry. The scene she in, you like, yo, she is, and that's two. Another reason I want to go see Bridges in Orange County on Broadway in the theater. That's an all-white cast. She's a black woman. Yo, what she did, and she made you think, and she was a mom to an all-white cast. Why they do that, I don't know. But she was a mom to an all-white cast, and for that moment, you forgot that there was any colors in that play. You're like, yo, this is a big family. She made you think she was in that family and being a white lady, maybe being a black lady to a white family. So I just think, like, I know she's not in a lot of movies, like a lot of like heavy hitters. She ain't got no awards. She may got a couple Emmys, right? A couple Tonys, for the theater. But I don't think she got nothing big movie. Creed, she killed Creed.
Well, no, actually, I feel like to help your point, I always say this when I see actors doing a lot more work. I'm like, she must have got a different manager or something like that, because she's in a lot of stuff more recently, the last few years. Even as recently as Christmas time, that movie that was on Netflix, it was like Django. It was like Black Cast or whatever.
She is in that, yeah.
Yeah, so like she's been doing a lot of stuff more recently. Obviously, like you said, Creed. She did the Tyler Perry movie.
Empire.
Say again. Empire, yeah. Like, I feel like she must have got a new manager, because she, like, the last, like, I would say like 4 or 5 years, she's been working. You know what I'm saying? Whereas before, if you look at that beforehand, you're like, she might have did some Broadway stuff here and there, but like you didn't see her in the spotlight like that. So I'm like, I wonder if that was just her call, or maybe she's like, I need a different manager because I need to get some work out here. And so I do. That's actually a pretty good choice. I'll give you a not two. That's too much, but I'll give you a thumbs up for that. I'll give you a thumbs up for that one.
Okay, two halves.
She did kill it in the Raisin in the Sun too.
Raisin in the Sun, she destroyed Raisin in the Sun. My bad.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, she did kill that.
I forgot Raisin in the Sun.
Yeah, but I'm still sticking with that.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
She spawned a lot of people. Like, so you talk about her being probably the most famous TV mom. She spawned a lot of people into acting like her, whether that means in actual movies or television or in real life. Like a lot of moms have grown up watching her and have been, they raised their kids like her. You know what I'm saying? Like she's definitely been an influence on a lot of people.
I agree. So that's who I was battling with, my honorable mention. But I decided to go with her, and I'll save it. I don't want to steal nobody's thunder, but my number 2, just for the list's sake, is Felicia Rashad. I wanted to be right. I wanted to make sure that we throw in some women, at least in my list for Felicia Rashad. JJ, who you got?
Oh, that's me, sir.
I'm about to say.
No, it's not Snake Order.
Snake
Order.
Snake Order.
Okay, yeah, JJ. Yep.
Oh, okay. It is on me, huh? Let me go back here. All right, so I'm gonna go here with it, and this is definitely gonna spark some controversy, I'm sure. But I'm gonna go with Eddie Murphy. Yo, and I'm gonna tell you why. You can turn your chair all you want to, but I'm gonna tell you why. First and foremost, this is my opinion, my favorites. But here we go, and I'm gonna just start here. Coming to America, iconic movie. He is the
absolutely.
He is the premise of that movie. He is the star of that movie. That goes without being said. And obviously, so good that they're about to do another one 30 some odd years later. Okay, Coming to America. You got the 48 hours.
You gotta harp on that though. See, if you're gonna mention Coming to America, you gotta harp on that because you gotta mention that he did multiple roles that started that whole.
I mean, I had a whole list. I was trying to go through kind of quickly, but we could do that. Like you said, he is. And it's so funny because I knew you was going to say you in particular, Marlon. I knew it was going to be like, oh, blah, blah, blah. But like I said, when you really break it down, because you're trying to be artsy, and it's like when you look at it like this, the movies I'm about to name, you're gonna be like, yo, yeah, I can't go without seeing that movie. I've seen this movie. Like, I'm pretty sure all the movies I'm gonna list, you've seen.
Yo,
So
JJ, I ain't gonna front though. I ain't gonna front. I'm gonna let you finish it because I got some defense to that. But I ain't gonna front, yo. You really do it like I would not say you would think Eddie Murphy, yo.
Yeah. When I thought, and actually when I was coming up with the list, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna throw him in there because you have to. Like, okay, so Coming to America, iconic movie. I did the iconic roles, and for our generation, right? For our generation, I don't want to speak to those ahead of us, but like in our generation, him playing at multiple characters and stuff like that, you know, playing the guys in the barbershop, playing, you know, the guy at the talent show and all that type of stuff, and singing and all that type of stuff. Like, he killed that. We still talk about the original Coming to America to this day. Somebody's going to mention a line about that movie. You talk about the buddy cop movies, 48 Hours franchise. You talk about Beverly Hills Cop franchise. You talk about, and before even Coming to America, SNL. He was on Saturday Night Live and killed it. You know what I mean? All the various different roles he played on. He played Gumby. You know, he had his own joints that he did on there. He killed it. You take it to the Nutty Professor, something a little bit more current. He played multiple roles. Everybody loved it. You take into another account that he did voice acting. He did Shrek. And people was like, okay, when Eddie Murphy started calming down on the movie tip and maybe on the stand-up tip, he comes up in the voice acting and he kills that. He kills being Donkey. Like, so the fact that his face is not on camera, but his voice is, and still brought his career to a whole nother level. Then you look at the Dr. Dolittle. I can only count for the first one, but he did Dr. Dolittle. And for the kids, we look at somebody who started out as being a comedian who was probably more for adults, raunchy, and then he does a kid movie, right? He did, you know, he was doing the voice acting for Shrek. He did Dr. Dolittle. You look at Boomerang, classic movie that he did his thing on. And then you look at like the stand-up joints, like you look at Raw and Delirious and stuff like that. So when you look at his career, yeah, like when you talk about like, oh, your favorite actor or the best actors, his name probably doesn't come up, but when it does come up, you're like, you know what? I can't deny these things. Like, you can't deny that. You can't.
Okay.
I want to hear your defense about it, but what I said, I didn't say anything that was totally opinionated. This is facts.
I text Chris because I don't got enough thumbs to go down. So I text him, come downstairs to give me 2 more thumbs to go down.
Yo.
I don't have enough thumbs.
Nah, man. Nah, you need more people, brother. You need more people.
Yo, but no.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yo, what you're saying though is absolutely true. If we were talking about great movies, like
actors, we talking about acting.
No, like so you mean to tell me after Eddie Murphy, after you leave Coming to America, I never hear nobody say, yo, we're acting and it was crazy. The movie was funny, it was entertaining. Nothing about Coming to America acting.
That's your opinion of it. Because us saying all this stuff, like him acting so acting is that's a loaded word by saying acting, because him playing all those characters, that is acting. Everybody can't do that.
No, that's not just acting, that's also comedy, right?
Okay.
So being a comedian allows you to impersonate and allows you
still
to
acting. That's why so many comedians get into acting, because it's still acting. They go hand in hand. Be a comedy.
That you're a good actor. If okay, and no, answer the question for me, right? If I say like, yo, JJ, here's somebody you can imitate. Like, look at the television and imitate who did Ray Charles, right? Because you got a body of work you can look at and you can say. But if the director will say, look, I don't know who this person is, I just made him up, Benjamin Button, be Benjamin Button, whoever you think Benjamin Button is. Mike, is it harder to act somebody you can look at and say, yo, oh wow, okay, I can press rewind, fast forward, or is it harder to act somebody the director just creates and you got to become that? You got to make that person yourself. You have
Eddie Murphy can do that.
You have no body of work to. You have nobody to.
Yo, look what he did for Dreamgirls when he played. What's his name? He killed that, yo. He killed that.
You're absolutely right. I'm surprised you didn't mention Dreamgirls. That's the only one I would say he killed acting it. Is Dreamgirls. That's it.
I heard he was good in Dolomite, but I didn't see it.
Yeah, I see.
Dolomite was banging. Like, so your point, like, I'm sorry. Like that's crazy.
What would, as an actor, is it? Even if you've never been in this, and say, "Here, your mic, be Kobe Bryant," which you can go on. You can go on YouTube. You can look at his work, and you can kind of look at his body language, his quirks. Or if I write something to play and be like, "Yo, Mike, I want you to be Jamal Bryant." Like I don't even know nothing about Jamal Bryant. You can't go on YouTube. You can't find him. You gotta make Jamal Bryant up. Which one would be harder? So Kobe Bryant or the Jamal Bryant?
Y'all put me in the middle.
Why you only asking Mike? Why you only asking him?
No, because I'm the only one here that acts.
On that level, yeah. So I just want to see if he.
We can't have an opinion, though.
No, I'm asking about it.
I'm somebody that acts.
I'm come back.
JJ must be already.
No,
like,
because that's what you trying to do. You trying to like, no, I'm gonna just ask him. No, you ask him. We all got opinions about it.
I'm gonna tell you, it's a hard one to answer because there are two sides to that coin. Because it really depends on the actor. Because some actors to just come up with somebody a character, like Deshaun's play when I had to play the guy slavery Squire. That was like you got to go into your bag of imagination. Mm-hmm. Like you really got to start imagining things and start picturing and seeing things in your head to develop this person. But then, like you said, with somebody else that's already been here, lived, and we have footage and we can go see them, you got to go there too. But that's not always easy as well. Like it's hard to say because sometimes it's hard to nail that person. Like it's hard to be like, I got all this because everybody knows how that person was.
You got to do it.
So then when you act like him, like God, he ain't hitting it. Like he not convincing me he that person.
Yeah.
Whereas if you were making up somebody, nobody knows who that person is. So but
it's hard to answer. Okay, I got it.
It's hard to answer because I think that can go. It depends on the actor because some actors have a very big imagination and they got a very big palette and they can go there. And then some don't, and they can't do that, but they could go the other way.
They need that. Okay. All right. So JJ, what would you say will be hard? To look at the person on YouTube and look at him? Like, let's say Jamie Foxx.
Are you saying it like in a method acting type of scenario? Like, is that what you're trying to say?
No, I say like put like this. You're mentioning people like Eddie Murphy. I'm not. You didn't mention them, but I'm thinking like Jamie Foxx, Eddie Murphy, Will Smith, people that have imitated like. Mm-hmm. These are people that Will Smith not as much, but he does have his little quirky comedy side to him. Yeah, but these are people that are stand-up comedians. So they have a profession of like really tapping into that lane of being other people, acting like other people. Yeah. Jamie Foxx, Live in Color. They sitting there doing sketch. That's really sketch comedy.
But like you just said it. You just said it though, acting like other people. So to me, that takes a talent. That takes a talent to do that.
Yeah, it does. That's why I said you have to have both. But it is if you're a comedian,
opposite word acting. Opposite word acting.
Comedian, it's easier to go that way. Like I don't know any comedians that we've seen, like outside of Jamie Foxx, that have really tapped into the other side, the dramatic side, on a consistent basis. Like. I don't know of any
on a consistent basis because I think Eddie Murphy.
Like Jamie Foxx did Ray. He also did He also did the other guy, the guy with he was in jail with Michael B. Jordan was the lawyer.
Yeah.
No Mercy or something like that.
Yeah.
Like Jamie Foxx is tapped into both sides. Like I don't know.
Question
people that can do that.
Question JJ. Could you see Jamie Foxx? I know we still talk about Eddie Murphy. Could you see Jamie Foxx winning an Oscar for something that's not imitating somebody?
That's hard to say because we haven't really because it's like to the point that I said earlier. Like you said, Jamie Foxx, but I'm like, yeah, he got the award for Ray Charles, but his movies that he put out afterwards, they weren't all great movies. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of those lists where he could be when he's probably got to the point where he doesn't really have to audition as much or at all. You know what I mean? And then it's like, okay, well, if we say Jamie Foxx, we could say Oscar winner or Oscar nominated, and that helps out. But as far as, him, like, to me, he was never like one of my personal favorites. I think he bodied the role of Ray, and I think he is a good actor, but he's just not like he was even on Living Color. Like he had his roles to me that I thought was funny, but I wasn't like I got to see Jamie Foxx. His comedy to me is okay. It's good sometimes. I've seen good stand-ups. I've seen some not so good ones. So to me, it's like to ask that question is a little hard to answer because
if a movie Eddie Murphy come out, you gonna like want to see it?
No, but that's my point. Like I don't I'm not running to go see that. But when I look at the facts of like, yo, like all these movies that I did see, because let's be clear, Eddie Murphy's put out some duds, but who hasn't put out some duds? He's got a couple duds. And he like more recently he started resurrecting his career as good movies. Like he did Holy Man and he did some other stuff. It was like, yeah, these are a Pluto Nash. Terrible movies.
I think you're attributing the wrong thing to Eddie Murphy though. Because when it comes to good movies, that's not necessarily has to do with his acting. That's the movie. Like that could be the writers, that could be the producers.
That's what I'm saying.
But his acting in those movies was good.
But we were talking more so his acting in the movies, like not necessarily how good the movie was because I'm just saying that those are examples. That's just like it's adding a cherry on top to what I'm saying. Like what movies was saying about Felicia Rashad, like he was like she wasn't in necessarily good productions, but her acting was good.
But that's the point. I could have said like, okay, well, if Holy Man, just use that as an example, and I didn't even see it, but like he could have been good as acting in that movie. But I didn't watch it, but I'm just saying he could have been good acting, but the movie was trash. It went double wood in the box office. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just saying like that could be the case, but no, like he has some good movies that are really good that we all have seen.
What do you think is his best movie? What do you think the best movie is that he's acted in? Like his best acting?
That's it. I could make the argument for Dreamgirls because we haven't really seen them like that before. You know what I mean? Where we've seen them more in a comedy sense. But you look at like, and like I said, this is subjective, but you could say like, okay, Coming to America, right? Coming to America, use that as an example, is one of the biggest movies of all time, blah, 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 whatever. And the fact that he played so many different characters seamlessly, to me, is good acting. You may not feel like that, but to me, that's good acting. I don't know too many people, like you said, Jack Nicholson, like, I don't know if he could do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just comparing. I'm not saying that they are the same. I'm just comparing. Like, I'm just saying, I feel like that is good acting. Regardless of what you want to say, the words on the paper, how you move your body, all that type of stuff, it's still acting to me. It's still acting.
Yo, I give you credit, man, for saying his name.
What did I say beforehand? I said it's going to cause probably one of the biggest things. But I stand by it, and I'm good with it. I'm not going to back down from it. I'm good.
That's why I love you, because you're going to say no matter what. I love that.
Absolutely.
I side with JJ when he says the fact that it is acting. Like you do have to act. I just don't know if it's good acting, but you do have to act. Like it does take acting. You can't say like he's not acting. Like you're playing multiple roles. You're acting. It's just a matter of what do you consider good acting.
Yeah. I wouldn't. I personally, I appreciate the name JJ. I wouldn't personally say
this guy,
because again, even though they're joking, like Kevin Hart got mad roles, yo. He got mad roles. Even though he's not playing different characters in these movies,
same thing.
Mad movies. Does that make him a good actor because he's in a lot of movies? But you're saying because he can play a lot of different roles in the movie. Like so, Martin's a good actor.
Does he play
he's
well?
Good actor, but he's a good actor, but he wasn't like I know where that's gonna come from. He is a good actor, but I know what's gonna come with that if I had I mentioned that. He's my personal favorite comedian.
Gotcha.
But like I said, because this list, we said these are our favorites, right? Like, or this is not like I'm saying like, oh, and even still, like I probably would still stand by this because I don't have to go by the norms of what everybody else is saying. You know, it's my opinion in the end of the day. But like, yo, Eddie Murphy's on the list. Bottom line,
I love it.
I'm doubling down on it.
I love it. Evidently, you know where I stand. I'm guessing Jal. We hear where Mike stand. He side with you with that part, that one part. And Jal and Daedrian kind of commenting in the chat. Like we see what they stand. They talk about.
I'm with you too. I'm with both of y'all on this one. I don't know which side to go to. It's the middle on that.
JJ, and I'm with you.
And y'all gonna see Coming to America too, ain't you?
I am.
Absolutely.
But he said nobody's going there to watch it for the acting though.
No, I'm not
Comedy's still acting, man. Comedy's still acting. Show me where it's not.
But nobody's going to see great acting. They're going to act, but it's not great acting.
Have you seen the movie?
Nobody's going to see that though. Nobody's expecting.
Leslie Jones in it.
Yeah, but
you said who?
Leslie Jones in it, so it ain't gonna be great acting.
I'm not a fan of that one. I can't listen. I ain't a fan of it.
I know we got a few more people to go to, JJ, but that was definitely a big sleeper. Like nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody did that one.
I like Eddie Murphy, but I definitely didn't
Count
have
on
him in
me.
mind.
Count on me.
I love it. I love it.
Absolutely.
Now, next time we do favorite comedian, he definitely gonna be.
I mean, that goes without saying.
Without saying, absolutely. Who we got? Daydream, it's on you.
Not it's on me. It's on Deja.
My bad, no.
All right, so my second person, under the radar guy that's pretty much not a lead actor. He's pretty much a supporting actor in everything you see him in. But I love watching him. I think he's a great actor. Now, same thing, I'll make sure I say his name right. Giancarlo Esposito. I'm doubling up.
Yeah, I like him. Same thing. Yep.
Doubling up on Breaking Bad. He's Gus in Breaking Bad. And
yeah. And he's on the low, been on a lot of stuff.
He's on a lot. So I'm gonna run down some of the things he's been on. Some things y'all probably forgot, don't know. So I mean, he's been doing it since '79. He's been in the game for a long time.
He's been in theater too, right?
Yep. He's huge. He's huge in the theater too. So he was in School Days. He was Julian.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He was in Do the Right Thing. He was bugging out.
Yep.
He's in Mo Better Blues. He's in King of New York. He's in Malcolm X. He was Thomas Hagen. He's in Fresh. Like, he's played a lot of supporting actors. He's in Waiting to Exhale. What else we got here? I'm skipping over stuff. He was in Ali. He was Cassius Clay's father. He was Cassius Marcellus Clay Sr. He was also in what's the other one I was looking for? Alex Cross, which is pretty good. Son of Batman, Batman Assault. And the one in particular that I had the opportunity to see him working because I was on set. I got to see him working to to Get Down. So he was playing the father of that female singer in the Get Down. And when I remember watching him from a distance. Like my eyes were just glued to him. And I was just watching how he worked when the camera was on him and when the camera was off him. And I'm just like, man, this guy is a beast. Like he walks around like with that same person, like everything he was on film. Once that camera cut, he was like still there.
That's crazy.
Like it was just like, yo, this guy is incredible. Like, and then of course Gus was when he really got me. When he was Gus in Breaking Bad, I was
he killed that role.
Never saw it.
And like I said, he's been a supporting actor pretty much for most of his career. But man, to me, he's a beast, man. He was in The Equalizer, which was like an old, it was on TV a long time ago. He played in mad stuff. Like if you go look up his discography, it's just crazy. Dear White People, he was in. I saw a little bit of that.
Yeah, I like him. I definitely like him. I give him a thumbs up. I definitely like him. Definitely. Every time he ends something, I know he's. But like you said, though, he don't have a lot of lead role. You don't got a lot.
Nah, he's pretty much a supporting actor in pretty much everything you see him in.
He's a working actor.
Huh?
He's a working actor. Like he stays in roles.
Yeah. But to me, he's just a beast, man. Like anything he does, he just bodies it.
I like that. Yeah, I like that. That's
two good sleepers, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Stole one of mine.
Oh, Eddie Murphy and
Eddie Murphy's not a sleeper though.
Definitely a sleeper.
So you must be talking about somebody else.
Oh man,
I like Gus. Cool.
Yo, he was in Living Single too.
He was.
I don't remember that. He was in Living Single.
Oh yeah, didn't he date? He went on a date with Kim Fields.
Jackson
with Kim Fields.
Regine.
Yeah, I see that one.
He was in soap operas. He's in Guiding Light. So he's in Sesame Street. Is Mickey? Like this guy's been all over the place.
His net worth is probably like 200,000. That's the crazy part.
Getting that work. Cool. Appreciate that, Nob. I like that one.
Yeah, that was a good pick.
Daydream.
I'm going to go with the obvious. The other obvious that I had, which is Denzel.
Okay. Yeah.
We knew that.
Yeah, I mean, you knew that was going to end up coming. Great body of work. The one negative that I will say, because I don't know, one of y'all sent it in the group with the debate on Denzel Washington, on him being an actor. Yeah. And I did kind of agree with the one guy that says and a lot you see him play almost like the same kind of style almost every time. Yeah. So, and especially later on in his career, even though I just saw last week Little Fires. Okay. Little Fires, whatever it's called. The one that he's in. The movie. The movie that's out now.
The Little Things.
And it's just like
Little Things.
Little Things.
Yeah.
And he's like playing like the same time. Like, come on, man, you can't switch it up just like a little.
So can I ask a question? Is that like, can that be also, if you look at the glass as half full instead of half empty, like, could that be like, hey, listen, we like, you know, you can look at it as a stereotype or typecast, I should say, or it could be like, yo, we like this from you, or he's so good at that role that like, hey, listen, this is what we want. You know what I mean? Like, think about it from a different lens, from like a different perspective. Like,
oh no, I mean,
we want that.
But still, I mean, either way that you see it, I mean, chances are people are still going to go, is Denzel in it? People are still going to go see it, whether he's acting the same or not. And like, I think he basically got typecast after winning his award in Training Day. Because then that's when I kind of seen like almost the same type of, there's a drastic difference between was it Glory? There's a drastic difference between Glory, Philadelphia. What's the one that he was the coach in?
Titans. Was it Titans?
Remember the Titans? Remember the Titans? You see the drastic difference.
He got game.
He got game. Yeah.
He was good. Forgot about he got game. Ray Allen,
real good. Equalizer.
Yeah, Equalizer was good.
I like both Equalizers. Both Equalizers I actually like. And then of course you can't forget the one movie you didn't see, Malcolm X.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't either.
See?
So I mean, so that my positive is his body of work is incredible. His body of work is incredible. I'm just saying the only negative that I see with Denzel Washington is what I kind of agree with that one guy that was saying, like, sometimes it's like, you know what you're going to get. His character is the same. It's almost just virtually the same. The one thing that I don't agree with Marlon, because I know Marlon had mentioned it before, I don't think, because he said he thinks, you know, didn't you say, I believe it was you that said that you believe Michael B. Jordan is the same character. He's typecast. He's the same character in every movie. I don't necessarily see it like
he's
that.
He's a boxer in every movie?
No.
Yo.
Like, yo, I don't get it. He fights in every movie?
He looking for Apollo in every movie.
Where my dad at, man? How come my dad don't love me?
I'm saying with Michael Jordan, even if the character is different, you still see this. He doesn't have range. This is what he's going to do. I see him as Creed, and I see him as whatever the dude named in Panther was, in Black Panther.
Yeah, but you didn't watch Fruitvale Station, right?
No, I didn't watch Fruitvale Station. I've never seen that.
Different.
Yeah, that was good too.
Different.
Yeah.
And it was good. He did a good job in that, and that's different. You're not going to see Creed or Black Panther in that movie.
But like you said, is that what was he? Is he doing that to get on? Like in the beginning, that was Fruitvale Station was his early movies, right? That had.
Yep.
It was relatively early. Not his first, but it was relatively early.
It was early on.
Early on, because he was in The Wire as a young kid and something else. But yeah, I'm not a fan of Michael B. Jordan. But I agree with you with this.
Friday Night Lights, he was in Friday Night Lights. He was in that joint.
Friday Night Lights, I feel like he was. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, go ahead. No, I was just confirm with y'all. I'm like, you do end up getting typecast though if you're not careful.
Yeah.
And as an actor, if you don't write, there's not much you can do about it.
Yeah.
It's either take the job or don't work.
That's crazy. Okay, so now let's go to Denzel Daydream, even what Michael was saying.
He's different. He's a different story.
Different level, right? So if he is taking these same roles, this must be his choice. There's got to be.
That's what I'm saying. He's not auditioning.
At this point, it's his choice.
But then again, he probably doesn't go looking for roles. The roles come to him. And the roles that come to him are probably the same stuff.
Yeah, the same stuff.
When the writers write stuff, they're not thinking of Denzel like when they write a sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
So that he's not even probably getting people coming to him to say, hey, we got an idea. Would you play this? Where he might play it, but the writers probably aren't even coming to him and asking him to play those roles.
And do they even feel like he could, though? Is it like that? Or do they feel like, I don't think Denzel can even pull this off. So I'm not going to come to him because he does have a newer movie before that Little Fires joint. I haven't seen it. He's with a guy he's like a guy with an afro with a briefcase, something Esquire.
Oh, chill. Chill.
Hey, I guess I'll come back.
Chill. You doing too much. You doing too much right now.
So, but I would say what David and Mike said, I love Denzel. I absolutely love him. But it does get down to that end of his career, not end of his career, but more late in his career. It's kind of like Equalizer looked like Man on Fire. Man on Fire looks like something else. And even if he's not, he looked like he's just John Q playing in all these movies.
Clearly.
Yeah.
A slight difference in what the one he was drunk. Flight. What was it? Flight.
I'm gonna need y'all to really chill, bro. Like I'm gonna need y'all to chill. Y'all doing the most right now, yo. Doing the absolute most.
I don't get it.
He must. He's
His
doing
third person.
I get it. I get what he's doing.
Come on, man. I'm trying to make a case too. You know what I'm saying? Without making the same thing. Like I'm trying to make a case.
We still under for the case.
You better think of something else. That's all.
No, I got some. Okay, all right.
Yo, what do you think? I actually had to think of something else because I didn't think that nobody.
We said you can do the same thing. You can expound on the argument. You could. I mean, I'm sure we're not listing every movie that every person is in, so you can make a case.
Yo, and what about that movie? No, all right.
But I like Denzel. I definitely mean. Again, going back to actors of all time, if you go on any type of survey or ranking, Denzel probably going to be in all 10 of those. He's going to be on the top 10 of those. He's probably not going to be up there with the De Niro's, which to me he is. But
he'll probably be up there as number one if you list top black of all time. He'll probably be number one.
Him and Sydney.
Yeah, Sidney Poitier.
Yeah, Sidney would definitely be up there.
Yeah.
James Earl Jones would be up there.
Yeah.
It'd be several people that be up there.
I don't subscribe to that. Sorry. I don't subscribe to that.
Subscribe to what?
No, like just like pigeonhole and put him in the box by saying top black actor. No, he's a top actor.
Yeah.
Like he's a top
He is a top actor. He is a top actor.
But even in my opinion, he is. But I think if you include everybody, I wouldn't, the same way we did with the basketball players, I wouldn't put Denzel. Yeah, he would be top 5 in my all-time actor if it was just male. If it's male and female, he's going to get pushed down to like 6 or 7, or maybe even 8. But Adrian's saying if it's just black people, he's going to be 1. But in my opinion, if it's everybody, every gender, he's going to be on.
And I hear that. I'm just saying that a lot of people do that though. Like they try to say, like, well, he's a black actor. No, he's an actor.
He is.
He's an actor. He's an actor. Like everybody's gonna have their difference of opinion about where they may be and this that, and the other. I just don't like that. Like, oh, he's a really good black actor. No, he's a good actor.
He's a good actor. Absolutely, he is. He's a great actor. Absolutely, hands down. On you, John. On you.
Back to back.
Oh, it's on me.
2 times.
Back to back.
Yeah.
Back to back.
Yes, sir.
I don't think I can snake it, brothers.
You don't got 2 more?
Yeah. I mean, I do, but I do, but you probably gotta come back to me though for the last one.
Okay.
Wait, LeBron James? You gonna choose LeBron James because he be flopping? He's a good actor. He be flopping.
Yo,
I'll wait though.
Yo.
You done?
In reference to?
Okay. All right. Okay. So for my second pick, it's a bit of a monkey wrench. I'm sure nobody's going to pick this guy. And a little bit of movies that he's done, I will say, it's been the same type of role, but he's been a great. To me, he's a good / great actor.
I think I know.
Anybody from WWE?
He's done some TV shows, great TV shows. Seekers and Lies. He's done The Following. I think
Michael Ealy.
He did Kevin Bacon. He outdid Kevin Bacon in The Following, I think. And I'm going with
he did that, and he was only in 1 season.
Yo,
only in 1 season. I'm going with Michael Ealy, number 2.
Yo, now I'm gonna say this. See, I'm like right here with it because you are 1,000% correct with the following. He murdered that role.
Clearly,
murdered that role. Because I didn't like him as an actor until I saw the following. I did not like him really as an actor.
Yeah.
I think the downfall is some of the movies that now it's like all of a sudden he's trying to be the same character in the as in the following.
Yep.
And I'm like, come on, dude, man, you got to cut it out now at this point.
Yeah, I like Michael Ealy. I like him. Definitely a sleeper. I wouldn't have put him in there, but I definitely like him. I enjoy him on screen sometimes. But I like that. That's a good one, Joe. That's a good one.
Yeah, I definitely didn't see that one coming.
I definitely
didn't see that one. But just for the following alone, that's he destroyed that joint.
Yeah.
Destroyed that joint. That's what made me mad that it didn't come out with another season. Like, how do you not come out with another season?
I was hoping Netflix was gonna pick it up when it ended. I was like, please, Netflix. Please.
They should have.
Anybody else on? Joe, you got one more, or come back to you?
You got to come back to me on that one. Yeah.
If you ain't got nobody, it's cool. All right. Jadrian, back.
So back to me. All right. So originally I had my three. I had Tom Hanks, I had Denzel Washington, and I had Bryan Cranston. Didn't think anybody was going to choose him. But I'm kind of glad that you chose him because I definitely wanted to get a female in there. So I'm rocking with Angela Bassett.
You took mine.
I'm rocking with Angela Bassett. I mean, you gotta look at her body of work. You know, you already mentioned the whole Ike and Tina Turner. You know how Stella got her groove back, Waiting to Exhale. Let's not forget. I don't know if anybody else here watches, but 911 is a dope show that she's the actual producer of. Yeah. She's a producer of dope show. I don't know if people liked her in Black Panther or not, but she was dope in that. So yeah, my choice was like, since you got Cranston, Cranston was my choice, but I always had that one female that I had in there. Gotta rock with Angela Bassett.
Good, I like that. I like her. Yeah, Angela Bassett is my top 3 female actresses. I like her.
Only right, David. I took yours, you took mine. That was my last.
Here we go. The big payback.
Yeah, she's definitely an icon. Going back to Waiting to Exhale.
Boys in the Hood too, right? Wasn't she in Boys in the Hood?
She dropped Trey off.
Furious Styles X.
Yeah, she dropped Trey off, and that was it.
Man, she has a ton of.
Nah, she was in there longer.
No,
she was definitely in there longer.
Because remember
the restaurant scene.
Yeah. Because remember in that was it. 2 scenes. He dropped Trey off in the restaurant scene. remember in the spoof movie, Vivica Fox played her.
All the leaves was coming in the car. And all that stuff.
Vivica Fox played her. Vivica Fox was like, ain't no room for no positive black woman in those movies.
Clearly. And she drove off.
But,
she was Betty Shabazz.
Yeah,
Malcolm X.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I seen clips of that today. Yeah. No, she's amazing. You know,
one of her best roles.
What's that?
Come on, y'all ain't say it yet. JJ, you should know this. Early
Vampire Brooklyn.
Early 90s. Come on, JJ.
He said Vampire Brooklyn. This guy is crazy.
Early 90s, JJ. Come on, you know this.
Wow. And it was.
Come on, man. Catherine Jackson in America.
Clearly. That's true. That's
Come
true.
on, man.
No, you're right. She did. She killed that. She killed that, especially like just the
she got more weight on her and the way
the polio with the polio and stuff. Yeah, she killed that joint. Yeah, she definitely did.
That's a good pick there, Daedric.
That's a good mention right there. That's a good mention. Did you have that on your list? No, did you have that on your list as
that was what I was about to say.
That on that movie, right? With the Jacksons, you had that on your list.
Yeah,
example. Okay.
All that stuff, yeah. Adrian got me on that one.
That's a good one.
I got a backup though.
You got a backup, but it's on you now, no?
I got a few backups. I'm just a matter of picking which one.
Just one.
I'm trying
it's a female.
I'm trying to determine myself.
I think I'm gonna go with. I had two. I don't want to pick a female. I think I'm gonna go with and this is really because of something she did recently, not necessarily because of what she did in the past. Hilary Swank.
Yep.
$1 Million Baby.
Yeah, but more so the Netflix one she just put out called Away. I know they canceled the show. Whereas like Away was on Netflix about them going into space.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Like
I thought you was gonna say that because the latest thing she has isn't that Fatal, whatever, with Michael Ealy.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't know about that.
Yes,
I thought that's what you were gonna say. The latest. I haven't seen it, but I know she's in it.
Is it out last
year?
Yeah,
it's out.
The Michael Ealy joint is out. Okay.
Yeah,
It's out. Yeah. But y'all interrupted Mike
him.
talking now. So
Say what?
y'all interrupted Mike. He got to finish.
Yo, this guy. Yo, this guy. Yo, you are extra sauce. Extra sauce. Yo.
No, but I'm good. I mean, just in a way, you know what I mean? I really like what I saw from her in a way, man. And of course, $1 Million Baby, small stuff people know, but when she did Away on Netflix, so those short series, I was really feeling it, man. I was just you know, they floating in space and they floating in it, just everything about it. Like when she's away from her family and just how you can see the emotion and everything. It's just like, yeah, she did a good job. So I like watching her.
Yeah, I'll definitely give Hilary Swank a nod. I like her. I like Hilary Swank. I liked her back in the day when she did that movie, Boys Don't Cry. Boys Don't Cry. I like that. She killed that joint. I think she was a girl, but the girl wanted to be a boy, so she had to cut her hair look like a boy. She, you know, it's a true story too. But yeah, I like Hilary Swank. I ain't see that coming. I ain't see Hilary Swank coming, but I like
$1 Million Baby was banging. That was banging.
Bang.
Yeah, Boys Don't Cry was 99.
99, yeah.
Buffy and the Vampire Slayer too.
She was a couple episodes
in 92.
Oh yeah, wow,
way back.
I like $1 Million Baby. Anything Clint Eastwood, I rock with. Anything Clint Eastwood, I rock with.
I haven't seen that Away. I might have to check that joint out.
I started watching it. I think Keena was watching it. I mean, it was a couple episodes. Her being away from her family, saying right.
It's good, man. I like it.
Yeah.
You know?
They canceled it though.
Yeah, they're not getting a second season. I mean, I don't want to give it away. I was about to say how it ended, but I mean, it's 10 episodes first season, but it's good to me, man. I really liked it. I was talking to Deshaun about it because Deshaun was watching it too, and he was, you know,
he was like,
me and him, he was ranting and raving about it as well. So,
got you. Okay, I like that Hilary Swank. JJ, it's on you.
Last but not least, y'all figured it out. Denzel.
Okay.
So, you know, he kind of went through a lot of movies, and you was mentioning some, and I want to kind of go through some of these. So I just want to say, like, Training Day, for example, you know, he did a lot of stuff ahead of time that we saw Denzel one way. Training Day was the movie that was a monumental change in his career, and we saw him differently as a bad guy. You didn't see him in that role before as such. So that was a monumental movie that is still relevant today in watching that. Talk about John Q, you know, how he sucked the audience in as being a dad. And at the time, like watching that movie, I wasn't a parent, but seeing that, it's like, man, like you felt like you was, at least at that time. If you weren't, like, you were like, man, the way this dude is trying to do anything for his kid, like, you felt that, you know what I mean? Like, that's one of the type of joints that you feel. And I honestly haven't seen that movie that many times, but it still resonates with me to this day. Like, yo, this dude was willing to do whatever for his son. You know what I mean? Like, and that was just a really good role. Even something that I watched, I didn't think I would watch it this many times, but Fences, when he Fences, he killed that, yo. He killed that role in Fences, man. Like, I watched it just for his scenes, like just his scenes, like. He killed that raw emotion was crazy. Yeah, it was straight up crazy.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
Nah, put that on your list, bro. Like that's real good.
You say you didn't see it, Daydream?
Nah, I couldn't get past like the first 10 minutes.
It's too theatery?
Well, it is. It's a natural theater. Theater.
But you know, like when they put theater on film, sometimes it don't translate well for some people.
And probably if you've seen the stage play, you might feel like it's a little theatery. But I think like if you didn't see the stage play, I feel like you probably can get past that. If you give it a little bit of a chance, I think you probably can get past it. And,
it's good.
I didn't see the stage play or the movie.
It's a good movie, y'all. It's a good movie.
It's a good movie. Last two was quickly mentioned. I had to shut it down, but Flight. We saw him in that particular movie. You see him as a likable guy, a bad guy, you know what I mean? Almost even a worse guy, and then you kind of start feeling for him. So like the range in that one movie was kind of crazy because when you first see him, like, okay, this is likable guy flies a plane, but then you're like, oh, dude, this dude drinking. He crashed his plane, or you know, whatever. Then he was able to save lives, and then you see him like he couldn't get right. They was trying to get him right. If y'all seen the movie, like you know what I'm talking about. He was trying to get right, and it's just like, yo, this dude has a problem, and it's so it gave you a lot of different ranges of emotions in that one particular movie with that one role. And then last but not least, is the movie that Marlon was mentioning, which is Roman J. Israel Esquire. And so it was a movie that wasn't really on my list to watch, but one day I said, I'm gonna just watch this joint. And I was like, yo, this is a really good movie. And we talked about range a lot. And this movie to me showed his range, that he can be this quirky character and make it work. Going from like, you talk about Glory all the way to like Roman J. Israel Esquire. Like that's a lot of different types of roles that he played. I know we say typecast and stuff like that, but he has shown range. I do think as far as Denzel's concerned, we talk about like the typecast part and all that type of stuff, but I feel like now like Denzel has earned his right to be Denzel in the way he wants to be Denzel. Like we said, he's probably getting roles that are handed to him, and it's up to him to accept it. Now he accepts the role and he's Denzel, but for him to do what he does now, like we see a lot of these comedians impersonate Denzel. Denzel always has that one thing where he does with his lip. And he's like, if you ever see any impersonations of Denzel, everybody does a thing with the lip, or they do the little, this, that, and the other, blah, blah. Like I feel like he has embodied that to himself. Like he's made that almost himself. Like it's a funny thing to see when people impersonate it, but it's like, yeah, you do see that, and Denzel has become that. It's like his acting it's what's gonna be. You know what I mean? And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that as in I'm Denzel, and I'm gonna bring Denzel to this role. You know what I mean? So that's my point with Denzel. That's why I didn't want y'all to get too much, because I wanted to mention a couple of movies that y'all, that Daedrin didn't say. So
I'm gonna check out Roman Esquire. I'm gonna check that out. I want to check that out.
Yeah, for free. Like, I mean, I think I saw it like on one of the streaming platforms at the time or something like that. So to me, like, like would I want to go pay to go see it? Because it wasn't on my list to go see when it first came out. And then one day I watched it like on one of the streaming platforms, and I was like, yo, this is actually a pretty good movie. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's worth checking out.
Let me also too something else about Denzel. To mention, I'm gonna see, but no. I like Denzel. You we all agree with Daedrin. And I think we all kind of commented already on him. For my last one, man, I mean, I'm trying not to say obvious, but now since ain't nobody else mentioning nobody, anybody got any honorable mention they want to talk about? Throw the name out there. I got somebody that I could mention. It was kind of already mentioned, but I just feel like disrespectful to the game if I don't even mention it. Like I just feel so disrespectful.
Of course, it's got to be De Niro or Pacino.
You got De Niro, you got Pacino, you got old girl.
No, it was already mentioned, but that's what I'm saying. I got to mention. You know what I mean? Like it was already mentioned though, but I got.
It better not be Denzel.
Sure.
I would already say, like, if you ask me, Denzel's in my top 8, right? But
who said so? He's number 8. Like who just says top 8? Like he's got to be number 8.
Somewhere 8. But he's definitely not 1. But I would go with my honorable mentions. Meryl Streep, of course. Ryan Gosling. Like I think people don't know how great of an actor Ryan Gosling is. Like he is an amazing actor. I looked at him. He's not my pick. I'm saying though. I'm just honorable mention. I looked at him on The Notebook, and Ryan Gosling is an amazing actor. He's an amazing actor, and he does this other movie with Michelle Williams. It's just he's a father. Like he's an alcoholic. I forgot the name. But anyway, I gotta go with. I'm closing it out for my pick. I'm closing it out with David. Already mentioned him. Tom Hanks is my favorite actor of all time. I think if you can. If you can look at a volleyball,
yeah,
in Wilson,
I still never seen that.
And keep my attention, and your supporting actor is
volleyball.
To me, like it's something. It's amazing. So Tom Hanks, what he did in Philadelphia, what he did with Forrest Gump, what he did with Saving Private Ryan, what he did with Road to Perdition. I mean, just incredible. So I'm gonna close it out. I know Daedrin already said it. I was trying to think outside.
I forgot about Road to Perdition. Hey, that was a dope movie.
That's a dope movie. I think, and he was in there with a great, right? Because who was his supporting actor? Was it Paul Newman or
Yeah, that joint was a while ago.
Yeah, it was an older dude, but yeah, he killed that joint. So I just can't. And I just feel like disrespectful if I don't say his name because I love Tom Hanks. I love Tom Hanks.
I thought that was going to be on the list that you said. Like, wait, that's the one that you're picking, Tom Hanks, right? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Because I knew that was going to be on your list. I was like, yeah, I've heard you say that plenty of times.
Yeah, I was surprised you didn't say Meryl Streep. That was the one that got me.
That's what I was waiting for.
Yeah, I wanted to say, but I was like, that's just like Mike said, going with the the ones you want. But like anything she touched, John, you seen because I don't think nobody here saw not the Undoing, but no, I don't think y'all even see it. Big Little Lies with Nicole Kidman and all them.
Now Mel watch it. Nicole
Kidman is another one.
She's a beast. Nicole Kidman's a beast. She's a beast.
Yeah.
She's a beast.
She was a beast on the others too. The others, she did her thing.
She did. Yeah. Knows another beast who goes under the radar to me.
Wait, is Gerald gonna finish off?
Oh, my bad. You got another one, Gerald?
We'll wait.
I mean,
we'll wait.
Come back to.
We'll wait.
No, we'll wait.
Still one of you people.
Huh?
I don't want to say somebody. And you got
nah. You probably won't say him. Go ahead. You probably won't say him.
Jeffrey Wright.
Nah.
Yeah, Jeffrey Wright is he goes under the radar all the time, man. He goes under the radar all the time. The way he played Spanish people. He played Jamaican people. He's a really, really good actor, but don't nobody really recognize him. John, who you got?
My last pick. His body of work is his body of work is great. He's definitely a great actor. I'm just going to say it, Kevin Bacon. Start with Footloose.
Okay. They're doing that.
Yep.
He took it back to Footloose.
Way back.
Footloose, Sleepers, Death Sentence, Murder in the First. Yep.
He's another one, man.
Was he in Stand By Me?
Was it?
No.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
No.
What are you saying, though?
He wasn't.
I'm saying he's another one I got to watch, like right up close and personal, man. He's because they were doing the following. I was on the following a few times, and man, seeing him on there was just like it's like another one of them things when you just watch people, you're like.
So you on the show, huh?
Huh?
So you on the show?
Yo, what was
my bad, Gerald. Go ahead.
Out like 2002.
I'm done.
Don't matter. I'm just saying. You was on the show, right?
Nice. Not really. Send me the video clip where you see me at. Show me proof.
Must be nice. So anybody else got any honorable mentions? Anybody that
I guess I feel like we might I feel like you got to add Viola Davis in there. I feel like you got to add her in there. I feel like what she's done in the last few, I don't say few, but How to Get Away with Murder more recently. That took her to different heights. Fences, we mentioned, she Denzel's co-star in that, and she killed her role in that as well. And a lot of stuff that she's done, I would say the last 10 years has definitely put her on the map even more. So I would definitely add Viola Davis to the list.
You should have put Viola Davis over Eddie.
No, I'm good. No, I'm good.
That's the game. Like Viola Davis, and she's an honorable mention. Eddie's on your list.
Yeah. Eddie been in the game for a really long time. He's got way more work than she does.
But the great thing about think about it. She's what she got to be mid 40s, early 50s, maybe.
She got to be in her 50s easily.
Okay, so
older than us.
Okay, so yeah, I forgot y'all older than me. So I would.
But 2 seconds, knock it off. You say these are my OGs, these my big bros.
She 55.
55. Okay, so and Mike, if you look at her stuff right there, her first real movie was when not like her first small role or whatever.
Years active, 1996 to present.
Yeah, so you figured 96. So she really hasn't been in the game long.
No,
right? She has been in the game long.
I'm saying these last 10 years. That's what I'm saying. These last 10 years or so, she's really done her thing.
So it's like early 30s.
Early 30s, yeah. So you figure that The Help was probably that thing that really like, yo, she like the Help was the thing that took her out. And when did the Help come out? When was that?
Well, she was doing a lot of Broadway.
Yeah,
She was
man.
doing a lot of
That was
stage.
crazy,
She was doing a lot of theater stuff.
Theater stuff. Yeah. No, I like her though, and I started liking her in the Help. In the Help when she went to the bathroom and made the lady some cake out of her feast.
Man, that was crazy.
That was crazy.
That was 2000. That was 2011.
11? Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, wow, I thought it was before then.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Anybody else? Honorable mentions. JJ have honorable Davis. I like that one.
I like Wood Harris, man.
Nice. I like
Yeah.
that.
I like Wood Harris.
From The Wire.
I like
Wire, but also like, you know, like Paid in Full.
I'm about to say Paid in Full.
But the one most of y'all probably don't know, and I think Marlon knows. 'Cause I let him hold a DVD way back.
Oh yeah.
Was he played Jimi Hendrix?
Jimi Hendrix. Yeah, he killed it.
Hendrix
Okay,
movie?
I know that one.
Yo, this Joker, and I'm a Hendrix fan. This Joker is like, he embodied Hendrix.
That's crazy.
I was like, this guy's. I didn't even really know who he was at the time, because I was way before I really knew who he was. Like, yo, when he did Hendrix, I was like, who is this Joker? Like, he's killing it.
I like, Will Harris is a good one, and he killed it.
Harris is doing his thing.
Yeah. Question, real quick, in all due respect.
Honorable mention.
Huh?
It's still on Mike's pick.
No,
Anybody.
I
This honorable mention.
definitely got one, and I'm dropping the mic with this baby boy.
Who that?
Tupac Shakur, baby.
Oh boy.
Poetic Justice, yo.
Give it up.
Bullet.
Nah, come
Bullet is crazy. Yo, that's crazy.
on. Definitely.
Yo, gang related with Jim Belushi.
No, he was doing too much, man. He was doing too much.
Too much.
Yeah, he was taking anything, man. Let me take this role, man. Let me just take this role. Nah, man.
Why are you doing Bullet, Pac?
Nah, I give you Juice definitely.
A different world. Killed it.
Poetic Justice.
Poetic Justice. Yeah.
Anything above the rim, he did.
Oh, Rim was good. Yeah, he did his thing.
He definitely killed that role. He killed that role.
Those three after that, it died. After that, that's it.
Yeah, clearly.
He had a hot streak.
Yeah.
And then it fizzled.
Wasn't he in what's the name? Different World.
Yeah, it was a different
Yeah,
world.
it's a different world.
He
That's
played
it.
Lena's boyfriend.
Boyfriend. That's right. Real quick question. You know, and this could be an unpopular opinion, but I thought I'd ask you guys. All the respect to the to his passing this last year, so haven't been a year yet, to the King T'Challa, Chadwick Boseman. Do we like him as an actor?
Yeah, I was gonna mention him.
He's a good actor.
I was gonna mention him as an honorable mention too,
because of like all the roles, like all the types of roles that he played, like all the way to Black Panther.
But it's the same thing because he played a lot of biopics.
Yeah.
Thurgood Marshall, Jackie Robinson,
James Brown.
But did you see James Brown? He killed.
James Brown.
He did kill James Brown. I didn't see that latest one with Viola Davis. Anybody see that?
Ma Rainey's Black Bottom?
Some of it.
Yeah. What'd you say?
I saw some of it.
Yeah, but his performance
It was crazy.
Yeah.
And which one? Which one was that? No,
one on the newest one on Netflix. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one with Viola Davis, right?
Yeah.
That's what I was just asking about.
Yeah, and then also the one he did before Three Bloods or something like that. The Spike Lee joint.
Oh, yeah, that was good too.
Yeah, man. He was on his way to doing some more things.
But I can tell you though, 21 Bridges wasn't that good.
21 was good, man. That was good.
It wasn't that good to me.
You mean the show wasn't that good or his performance?
No, but the movie itself wasn't good to me. It wasn't all that great. His performance was just mediocre. It wasn't one of those to be like, yo, you gotta see it, yo, he killed it.
Got you.
Watch Ma Rainey's Black Bottom though.
Yeah, I saw some of it.
Killed it.
Anybody?
I was thinking Jennifer Lawrence too. I like her too.
I like her. I like her.
I like Jennifer Lawrence.
You know what? I love Jennifer Lawrence, but you said something earlier about the Oscars. It feels like once you get in that echelon, you stay there. Because like it was a point in time, whatever. No matter what she put out, she was going to get nominated for an Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wasn't that good? Or are you just Jennifer Lawrence? Are you
what was that one? The Hustle joint?
Yeah, American Hustle. Yeah, Silver Linings Playbook or something like that.
Yeah, I didn't even watch that one.
Yeah.
American Hustle. I liked her doing that.
American Hustle. Oh, of course, it's not an honorable mention, but I really wasn't on him like that until like maybe until Wolf of Wall Street came out. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
I slept on him, yo. I slept on him for a minute. I
sleep on Leo.
Oh no, I slept on him. I was like, he all right. But
I thought you was already on him like that. Like when you wait, what came out first, The Revenant or The Wolf on Wall Street? Which one?
Wall Street
came out first. Okay, because I remember you talking about The Revenant, and y'all was like, I was like,
no, but the movie was crazy with The Revenant, like just what they were doing. But when I saw Wall Street, I'm like, oh, this dude is destroying.
No, Wolf on Wall Street was crazy.
What show did he come from? Was it Growing Pains or something?
I think it was it was Growing Pains. Yeah.
Was it Growing Pains?
I think so.
Oh, I didn't even. I knew it was a show he was on.
Yo, real quick, if y'all didn't see The Revenant, he probably not. It's been for a few years now. I was telling my mom about this one scene. This dude jumps off of a cliff with a horse. The horse just dies. He lives, right? The people chasing him, and he got to hide. He cuts open the horse, cuts guts out of the horse.
I remember you saying that.
He hides inside the horse. He just hides in the horse, like, yo, he trying to live, yo, by any means necessary. Malcolm X, yo. You gotta live, yo.
I mean, listen, I can't, like, it's on the surface, you like, yo, that's crazy. But I guess if you are trying to live, you're gonna do whatever you gotta do.
Yeah.
But man.
You pulling out guts and everything just to get inside the horse. Nah. But anybody else before we get out of here, appreciate y'all Facebook and YouTube, and we're gonna come back on next time, but talk about some. So of course the heavy hitters was a no-brainer with the De Niro's and the Al Pacinos and the Marlon Brandos and the Meryl Streeps, and Jennifer Lawrence is a great one. I think she's going to be one of those great actresses when it's all said and done. But yeah, so appreciate y'all fellas for coming on here.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Until next time, we here in the locker room where men talk. I think the only one, which JJ, I tip my hat to you, brother. I tip my hat to you, man. The only one that we was like, where that come from? Was Eddie Murphy.
And I knew that wasn't gonna have no double on that. We had we had two doubles, right?
Two doubles, yeah.
We had Denzel and what was the other one?
Tom Hanks.
No.
Well, Angela Bassett would have been one.
So three. Angela Bassett.
And Cranston would have been one. So it's really four.
Yeah. But you knew when you wrote that down with nobody taking this.
I thought you were gonna say
Martin.
I thought for sure he was gonna say Martin.
I thought you were gonna say Martin.
Oh no, I thought about it. I mean, but like I thought about it. I was like, yo,
Blue Streak, yo.
Martin, and he did have good movies, but I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go with Eddie. Eddie been in the game a long time. Undeniable movies that he's been in and blockbusters, and he did his thing. So yeah, I went with Eddie.
Yo, there's no way you could. I mean, if you would have went with Martin, I would have ended the broadcast.
I mean, hey, Eddie did his thing in what you call it, though. You left that one out in Life.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Life. Yeah.
He did his thing in Life,
and
that's one of his better. That's one of his better performances.
And Martin too.
Nah.
Yeah,
Martin died.
Martin did all right. He played Claude.
Yeah, he died.
And you know what? Like, nah, real talk. We laugh and joke, but real talk. I think Martin was funny in that movie, but it was like one of the first times we seen Martin, especially in that time, because that came out like 99, 2000, around that time. He was more of the straight man, where Eddie was the funny guy. Whereas where Martin, all beforehand, he was always the main funny guy in the movie. So for him to play somewhat of the straight man, that was different. That was different. Yeah. He was playing more for Eddie.
I'm different. John Frozen. I don't know if y'all can see it like I can see it.
Hilarious, he's frozen. Come on, man. You got that like $10,000 computer, man.
He dropped out. It dropped out.
I told you wrestling on. He went to watch wrestling.
Wrestling on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate you fellas. We'll do it next time. We'll try for some time in March. If not March, we'll do April. We try to have a schedule, but everybody's schedule doesn't allow us to have a schedule. No, it's coming. See the kids behind me?
I was like, yo, what is that? I was like, yo, what is that behind you? I just finished watching Us. I'm like, yo, what is that?
I'll be out there. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll be out there in a minute. But yeah, so there ain't no schedule. And no, I was on my way. Nah, yo, COVID came to my crib. I didn't want to come to your crib.
Nah, you said it before COVID hit. You was like,
I told you. I said, yo, definitely at my father's funeral. I'm like, yo.
He's like a week? He was like next week or something like that.
But then COVID came.
Nah, that was like 2 weeks later.
Nah, y'all was like, yo, give me about a week to kind of get settled. And then we started getting like chills in our body. You know what I mean? So
Yo, chills in our body. It's
so
crazy.
now we here now. You know, but no, we coming with an opening scene. Soon we get Madison settled this week. I'm gonna stop by the crib around the corner. I'm like, yo, we need a 30-second opening, 30 to 40 second opening.
Random spoons.
Yeah, random spoons. You don't like Martin episodes, Adrian?
Yeah, come on, man.
Two thumbs down.
You taking Gerald's place. You taking Gerald's place right now.
So we don't know the ending. You know, we don't know the next topic. We always go behind the scenes, or we check each other with the next topic, and hopefully can bring it to y'all sometime in March. We try to do it once a month. So thank y'all for coming on the locker room. We'll see y'all next time. We'll see you when we see you. Peace out.
Peace.